What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very strong deck is Jolteon EX, and we're mixing it up with Zeraora, Oricorio, and Pikachu. So essentially it's going to be an electric toolbox variant, and it's really strong in this metagame. The only one thing I want to bring up is Oricorio is definitely gonna run this format whenever rank happens, or if you're playing in tournaments, you know, more or less. Oricorio is going to be a strong counter to these mega Pokemon. So just one thing I want to put out there, we are playing one. This could change to 2 Oricorios, but the consistency of the deck, I think 1 Oricorio is pretty good. This deck is doing well in one of the tournaments that's performing today, and I've decided to give it a shot, and I've been getting multiple wins with this deck. There are, you know, it plays really well into all the megas, and the combos are really explosive. And if your opponent doesn't know what Jolteon does, you know, they could be using Misty on their Magikarp, and literally they could be nuking their own Magikarp if they get a lot of heads, or, you know, or something like that. So just be aware, anything that comes from the energy zone onto the Pokemon on the field, then they get hit by Jolteon's 20 damage. Now that being said, we have the 2 EVs that came out in the new pack. Boosted Evolution is a broken ability, and that being said, the fact that you could get Jolteon turn 1 onto the field, onto your active, you know, putting pressure on your opponent whenever they put an energy anywhere on the field, it's really good because, you know, they're forced to play an energy. If you don't play an energy, you're screwed. You're done. So that being said, we play X speed for retreats. Like if we start off with Ori or Pikachu, we definitely need a non-supported card that could get us out of there. Double Pokeball, double Elemental Switch, Electrical Cord to help us out with the bench, Cyrus, Professor's Research, Red, May, the best card in the meta right now, I would say, arguably. And then we play Copycat. This is an interesting card because in this deck, you could just blow everything on your field and then activate Copycat in order to draw all your staples, like, you know, Cyrus or Elemental Switch or anything like that that you need or are lacking. Just Copycat is a really strong card in this metagame, and do not sleep on this card. Eventually, I could see, you know, this being a staple one of in most decks that, you know, lack consistency. But anyways, give this deck a try, and I'm gonna show you guys some gameplay revolving this deck.